The family of a school shooter said they made many calls for help.
Officers did not have any lawful authority to seize or take any firearms.
Now we're getting a look at body camera video of a call to the gunman's home just days before the deadly CVPA shooting.
Good evening, I'm Mike Bush. Kelly Jackson has the night off. Orlando Harris was 19 years old when he opened fire at CVPA in October 2022. Tonight we have new information about the day that a student and teacher were killed and many others were injured. Brent Solomon joins us from the newsroom. Brent?
Well, Mike, the video you're about to see shows police responding to the shooter's home days before he carried out the deadly attack at CVPA. His own worried family made the call. A Missouri lawmaker says if the state had what's known as a red flag law, police could have intervened right then and there and confiscated his gun.
The front door, I guess the side door is like the back.
On October 15th, 2022, St. Louis police body camera video shows officers arriving at the home of 19-year-old Orlando Harris. His own mother worried he had just bought a rifle.
Depression, he tried to commit suicide 3 times.
When's he on medication?
He was taking medication, but I don't know if he stopped taking the medication.
Officers chat with Harris, who made it clear he had just spent money to get the gun he wanted.
You know,
Spent my money, man.
hold on.
In the end, officers have no choice but to leave.
You want to own a firearm, you're an American, you're over 18, you're allowed to have a firearm if you want a firearm.
9 days later, the former Central Visual and Performing Arts high student showed up to the school, shooting and killing a classmate and a teacher. 4 others were hurt. Shortly after the tragedy, our political editor Mark Maxwell questioned the governor about the state's lack of a red flag law. That's a measure that Illinois has in place, giving police the means to confiscate a gun if someone shows signs of being a threat to themselves or to others.
All the red flags were there. Why weren't the red flag laws?
I mean, the red flag laws have never been in place in Missouri. You know, you're still talking about somebody with a mental illness that went into it and committed a criminal act.
You can empathize with the mother who is saying that something's going on. She's pointing out the vest.
Senator Carla May tried to get a red flag law passed this session. She says her counterparts didn't give it a chance.
But I think it's our responsibility as lawmakers to give police the tools they need to do their job. But we also failed that mother and also the families that had to go through the tragedy of this shooting.
The shooter first tried to buy a gun from a dealer in St. Charles, but an FBI background check blocked it. He then went to a private seller. As of now, only certain people in Missouri can have their gun confiscated. Convicted felons, habitual drug users, or those who are actually deemed mentally incompetent through the courts.